25th.
Good Wednesday evening, everybody. Yes, it's that time. We are prompt as ever. I'm Manny Vitale, co-host of Music and Mayhem with my brother Skylar Ray. And as always, when you're pros like us, man, we tell you what time we're coming on. We are on. What did I say? We are always on at 7 p.m. ish Eastern time. So there you go. And as my brother, me, Skylar, as you know, once we start talking, we had to hear OG, guys, it's 7:08. So let's bring her on real quick before she stops yelling. There you go. Oh, geez. So we got to talk really fast because we're on a time schedule.
And hi, King Handsome.
King Handsome, everybody.
He's in the.
So, anyways, now let's bring my brother Skylar Ray in, brother.
Hey, let's go. How are you guys doing?
You out. There you go.
Doing
there you go.
And there's Danny.
We are. What's up, brother?
Hey, Danny. Hey, I appreciate everybody popping in. And like you said, sometimes we run late. We were brainstorming ideas what to do with the show. And speaking of that, we've been doing a lot of shows, Manny. You've been doing a lot of shows. You want to tell them what went down? What was it, Tuesday or Monday?
Yes, actually, it was both of us last night.
It was both of us. I forgot it was the same day.
You know what? It's blended together because as I've talked to when I went on live earlier, we don't sleep. You know, I'll see you and I'll see my phone and my text, it reads, go to bed. Skylar sends me a text like 4 a.m. Go to bed. I will. I'm still working on stuff. And that's the same with Skylar. And just like Skylar said, if you're going to be part of this circle, part of this family, you got to work, you got to grind, you got to shoot. What are you doing when no one's looking? Well, that's what we're doing, and it's paying off. And we both got hit up with shows last night. Mm-hmm. And Skylar did Kalisha over at Pine Case Recovery on her podcast and did an amazing job. And before he did that, I was on with just an incredible show with a radio icon here in Detroit on 94.7 WCSX, Screaming Scott Randall and Loco Joe, also known as Poncho and Cisco. It was insane. 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it was very entertaining. It truly was. I like the sound effects and everything. Like, how did that come apart? And like, is this a weekly show or what?
Well, I am really pushing hard for it. Those guys are so busy. Screaming Scott it's so busy. He's on national radio every single day, 3 to 5 on CSX 94.7. So please check out Screaming Scott. So with their schedules, I threw it out, to anytime. So we are working out. They had a great time. Loco Joe hit me up last night and he said, listen, these numbers are really good. This morning, he hit me up again and just put, wow. And, with the numbers that came in. So they were very happy. So we're hoping, well, it's definitely going to happen, but we'll see if they can do it. We are going to definitely make this something at a more regular basis. How often, I'm not sure, but it was a great time. It was total chaos and it was a lot of fun, but it was so cool because after that, we finished just in time to put on Pine Case podcast to watch you and Kalisha. And I'm telling you, brother, you guys crushed it. As a host, Kalisha did an amazing job. Her and Calico.
She killed it. It was very pleasant. Like as soon as I got off, I kind of got deterred a little bit from lives, just because I always felt like my time is so precious, and it's not that I don't want to do it or hop on people's live. I'm always down for giving back. And, I'm grateful that people want to share their platform and their people with me. Like it means the world to be considered important enough for people like, hey, look at Skylar Ray. He's really cool to their people. Right. That's amazing. But a lot of times I get deterred just for the simple fact that like, I feel like people don't prepare. You know what I'm saying? And like people are like, let's go live. And then like you go live and then it's like the same questions are like people. I just feel like they don't like study like and I'm not saying everybody. There's some people that do some really good jobs that I popped on. Shout out to them. But with that, Dan, I did change my outfit from last night. And I thought about it. This red shirt actually got some red little freckles or fleckles or know what I'm saying? So it's craft tonight. So So there we go. It's funny because I was going to wear a red hat and I was going to put it on backwards because the lighting in here, I didn't want to block the shade in my face. So nice try, Dan. I did change. So anyways, what I was saying was going live, right? It was really cool for the simple fact that she did her research. And like she said, she's been, studying since like we contacted each other. And I think it's a really cool thing. Like she hit me with a few questions that was like, whoa, wait, I didn't give you that information. And that shows you she had to go through my videos to get it and find, like, I know exactly what specific speeches or videos I posted and how long ago that she went back to find those. Because like she would hit me with questions that let me know that she actually did her research, which made me feel important, right? And, as soon as we got done, I messaged her and I was like, yo, let's do it again. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing because I usually don't like going live, which is crazy because I'm live with you, Manny. I stepped on the edge. I took the thing. When you're like, let's do a show, I was caught up in the moment and I was like, this is really cool. I'm vibing with my buddy. And then after I got up, I was like, I want to do it, but I hate going live. I hate going live. So here I am taking chances. Now I'm live weekly. And here we are. But I thought it was really cool. So shout out to Calico and everybody over at Pine Case, man. It was such an amazing experience. Go check out the interview. You'll be seeing us posting clips about that. But I want to point to the simple fact. It's funny because I forgot that they're both the same day. And even when I said, oh, on Monday you did, I was like, wait, that's My Fight or War. Right. Mm-hmm. And so like one thing I want to point out is, man, you guys were live forever. And every time I popped on, it was retention. People were on there. I was seeing the numbers. And that was just one of the lives. That was just one page. I seen how many were on because I wasn't logged in from here. I was logged in from Facebook. So I would see you have like 8 to 10 people just on one page. And I was like, yo, every time I check, it's been hours. Like I left it on in the office in here. And like, when I popped on, I just seen them going at it. They had the bubble gun. He was doing the mouth whistles, calling penalties on the spot. It was really cool because it was like a real like disc jockey. I don't want to say Howard Stern because that's more shock value, but it was along those vibes. And I was like, this shit is entertaining. So
yeah, I mean,
congratulations to you, man.
Oh, thank you. I tell you what, it was insane because that's Screaming Scott. I mean, he was out there with the icon, man, Arthur Penhollow, Ken Kell, Drew and Mike, and Screaming Scott. And so for me to have that opportunity to go on with him and Loco Joe is just like, holy shit. And when we were doing pre-show stuff, they're going through their stuff, and I'm just sitting here watching them, and I'm just laughing. I'm like, holy shit. It's time to step up now because the last thing I wanted to do was be part of that show yesterday and be like the guy on the sidelines watching their show. It was like, man, I wanted to be part of it. I didn't want to be on the sideline. I'm like,
you did good. You did great, bro.
And like OG was saying, we just gelled. Mm-hmm. That was our first show ever together. And it just was just like me and you.
Like you two.
It just flowed and it was insane. So Joe is going to come over and do some little tweaking to the studio in here and some stuff. So it was great. And like I said, what a night, man. Cause here I told OG, I said, look at this. I called you. I said, man, I saw that. I know you're going on in a half hour. Good luck with yours. And you crushed it as usual. So
thank you.
It was a good day for both of us.
She set me up. I couldn't fail. The way she set it up.
She threw it right down the middle.
It was so good. I saw her crying. She's talking about she'd been crying all day listening to our music. You know what I'm saying? I held back tears a few points. I'm like checking my eyes, trying to keep it gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm like looking. I'm like, hold on, we can't be crying on here. I'm a rapper. Hold on. He's gonna kill my street cred. I gotta make sure Woe ain't in here watching this shit. He can't be touring with no little baby ass. But it was cool.
You were talking baby ass. We were talking COVID ass.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but the thing is, it was really cool and it was an awesome experience. You know what I'm saying? It was like watching your two favorite teams play in one night. Yeah. It's awesome, bro.
It was watching, plus the input from other people. We're bouncing back and forth to the shows. So it just went from one to the other. So thank you guys for your support, man. Mm-hmm. And, the both of them are still up there. So if you didn't see it live last night, man, please check it out. Both with Kalisha at Pine Case with Skylar and myself with Screaming Scott and Loco Joe. and it's just the beginning. And now with Music and Mayhem, Skylar is with his busy ass schedule. We now, as you guys saw, we have our own podcast. We got our page, Music and Mayhem.
Yes,
And we have so many things that are happening.
We are going to make it crazy, but I'll tell you what though, guys, this isn't possible without you guys. It's a team effort. You may see our faces on here, but without you guys, we are talking to ourselves, which we don't mind doing, right? I was always tweaking and geeking in the doorway, talking to myself, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it's a lot more funner with you guys in here, and also the message travels. So guys, we have so many things that we have planned and in mind. Just stay tuned. We are coming up with ideas and so many things. I don't want to get into too many things because I would rather just do it than show you guys and talk about it. And, you know, as we figure stuff out, there's going to be some learning curves. But I'm very excited for it. And we're going to figure out ways to get you guys way more involved in the show. You know, I know we do pretty good at the comments. I know we do really well at, like, you know, responding. But I want you guys to know this is your guys' show as well. You know what I'm saying? We love music. We're all about the mayhem. But it's a team sport. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get you guys involved in that totally. I'm super excited. So are you guys going live next week again?
We're hoping. It's right now with their schedule as hectic as it is. I threw it out there. I said, listen, you know me, I'm going to keep Tuesdays open. And if it's last minute, we'll go on. So I'm hoping, and I'll just keep it as it gets closer to Tuesday. We will keep you updated, informed. But I threw it out there for them, and they were gracious enough to not say no. And they both hit me up saying they had an absolute blast. They were ready to keep going last night.
Oh, they would have gone.
I'm like, they're used to going a minimum of 4 hours. That's their stuff. But so we're gonna do that, and like Skylar said, we have so much going on with more involvement with you guys. But like you said, instead of discussing it all right now, we are just gonna do it, and then
we're just gonna do it
on that show. We'll explain it.
Yep,
it'll make sense when we do it. But it's really Skylar is doing 95% of it. I'm doing this part and this part. No, he really is. He's doing all that stuff. So, you know, and he's teaching me along the way. So it's going to be a learning curve, like you said, but it's going to be all to make Music and Mayhem a lot better. So
what you're saying is I do 95% of the work. OG does 4.5% of the work, and you do 0.5% of the work. Is that what you're saying? I don't think that the percentages are breaking down. You know, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. And I just want to say thank you for inspiring me. You know, I know my schedule is hectic. I know it's busy, but I want to see you win. And this is what I would do for my people. And so, like, you know, I do have a little knowledge along the way of how to maneuver through things and make things work a little bit better. And so, like, it's going to be a learning curve, man. I'm going to make mistakes. We're both going to make mistakes. I'm sure some of these ideas we're going to sit back and be like, why the hell did we think that would work? You know what I'm saying? You know, there's going to be times we're scratching our heads looking stupid, but that's part of the process. You know what I'm saying? We're two guys and a lady, and we're trying to figure this out. You know, it's
being
hard.
Human.
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
But the thing is, with the passion that you have for your singing, you and Kayla, that I hear and I see in you, is amazing. And I just go back to what we both said about you got it. And like Ronnie Dahl, who I'm going to be having lunch with next week, who is that just amazing social media icon here and news media. She's the one that gave me that push, and she's just simply said it to me. She goes, "You're talking all this good shit. You're gonna do this." This was when I first started doing this. She let me finish talking, blowing smoke up the ass and saying all that. She goes, "Okay, prove it."
Yeah,
prove it. She goes, "I'm not going to help you, give you shortcuts to the I'm going to give you this person's name to get you ahead of everyone else, and maybe things will go good." No, you earn your stripes, and that's what I've been doing. So we're going to do that, and there's like Skylar said, we got a ton of shit going on, and it's
timer went off. Yes, indeed.
So, we were talking, like Skylar said, about some of the things we want to talk about with helping people, as far as with addiction, all that. And do you want to chop up something, or do you want me to go off?
Yeah. So look, guys, we want to, add a little bit more. We like to be free. We like to be crazy and spontaneous. And trust me, you're going to get that. We will never water down our authentic selves. We're here. So, enjoy the ride, buckle up. It's going to be a long one. And we're already past the point of no return. So, there's no getting off this ship. So you're stuck with us. And with that being said, we do want to do, some topics. I think it's okay to share this. We do want to do some topics. We have a few. We want to make sure that we're sharing things and we want to get you guys involved. So if you guys have any topics, we are scouring the comment section. OG has 10 hands back there on that little phone. Yep. Just indenting all the fingerprints, right? And we're going to figure it out. So if you guys have any topics you guys want to do, always feel free to message us, drop it in the comment section. We're going to do some fun things, man. I'm excited, but yeah, Manny, go ahead and fire off a topic.
Okay. We got, we've got so many things that when you are first dealing with recovery, it's scary as hell. And
yes.
Then when you're dealing with family members and friends who are involved, that you got family and friends who are not dealing with addiction themselves, never been part of it. And all of a sudden they've got a son, a daughter, a husband and wife who they just blindsided with, who has been hiding this alcohol, drug, whatever addiction it is. They're just like this person. They need help too, understanding it. So the thing I wanted to throw out there, this is for all of us to help the families and the friends of people who are dealing with addiction, is what are some of the best suggestions that we could give to, let's say, if I have someone's friend and their son's dealing with addiction and they are clueless. What are some of the things that what are some of the paths that you would suggest, all of you listeners out there, all of you people watching, what are some of the things that work best for you to help people who are dealing with family and friends who are dealing with addiction? So just stuff like that, we could throw that out there. And so throw those out there too, and we'll wait for someone to pop on. And just
Absolutely.
besides that, we'll throw another one out there. This is for the people dealing with addiction who are now in recovery and sober and all that. What are some of the hobbies and positive changes that are now in your life that you are doing for the recovery to, take that place of that addiction and doing things? Like for me, I've always been in the gym, hunting, fishing, being in the woods, safe place. So stuff like that. So these are just two of the very many things we'll jump on, is throw some suggestions. The first one, for family and loved ones of people dealing with addiction, what's some of the best advice that you could give them to help them along this journey? And also, what are some of the things that you replaced addiction with in your life in a positive manner? So we can share that with everyone as well.
Absolutely. And you guys drop it in the comments. And what was his one word, which I totally agree. Honesty works for both ways. It's something that, we could be honest with our people who are struggling with it, but also if we're going through it, being honest about our problems and what we're going through, right? I do see the comment about the treatment center booking in Massachusetts. That is absolutely amazing. I will definitely holler at you after this show. But yeah, with that being said, guys, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'll be popping up every single answer on the screen. I think one of the things is, is just being patient and creating a non-judgmental zone. I know firsthand, when I'm going through my addiction, I always stayed away from family. I always stayed away from, people unless they were in the middle of addiction. And the reason for that is because that's where I felt comfortable and I didn't feel judged. Yeah. And I could be honest because I didn't want to be judged. I know I'm messing up. Like I'm on meth. Like what, you know what I'm saying?
This might be bad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got chemicals under the sink flowing through my veins right now. Like, give me a break. Like, I know I'm messing up, right? But I think, being patient and understanding that not everything happens. And just because someone's on drugs and you may judge them by their actions, but once again, that's judging. You may think that they don't love you, but understand that there is something bigger going on. Yeah. Understand that, that everything takes time. Everybody's not yourself. Just because you can kick it, just because, you think that it's just a drug, put it down. Understand, and I'm not sure out of every state, but in Oregon, addiction is considered a mental illness. Right. So, there's a lot of things that, people in the higher ups that actually study the brain, analytics and data understand that it's not just a put it down. Yes, it is. You put it down, you get clean and sober. 100% correct. But to understand the mind games and the willpower that it takes and to be able to kick the curbs, they're going to need that support. They're going to need to know that they are loved. They're going to need to know that they have people by their side that is willing to step up for them, right? But you have to create that safe and friendly, non-judgmental zone. And that's why I always tell people my inbox is a safe zone. You could tell me whatever you want. You could tell me you're stealing from this person, you're doing this, you self-harmed yourself, or you know what I'm saying? Different things like you're using, and I will never repeat your business. I will try to find you help if you're willing. Right. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But it's like, you have to be able to create that where people feel loved and they feel like they could open up. What do you feel about that?
You nailed it too. First and foremost, a safe place. Yours, obviously, ours, as always, a safe place. Me and Skylar will never, ever talk about anything live without your permission, without you initiating. So that's that. But the thing is, for me, a lot of times I remember lashing out at family and friends, thinking that, like you said, man, get off my ass. I'm not, you're not suffering by this because I'm the one that's dealing with the withdrawal. I'm the one that's being arrested. I'm the one that's getting in fights, not thinking about all the psychological things, that the torment that they're going through. But now on the other side, being sober, looking at the family and friends as well, because I've had family members say, well, it's time should be up by now. I mean, they have been dealing with this that they know for a certain amount of time. How long does it take to become sober? It's like, listen, there is no time frame. And, for the people who have never dealt with addiction, think about your mom and dad, just for an example, who have got this lovely, loving son and daughter, and notice these subtle changes that aren't so subtle, but they just happen to that breaking point where, bam, all of a sudden they found out, not only are they drinking, but they're also shooting heroin and all this stuff. And now the parents' life has just been shattered. They're feeling like, we failed as parents. So now the guilt on them. And now these mood swings and all the life that's falling apart for you, it's affecting your parents who love you very much. And they're going to say some very harsh, mean things to you. Please remember the pain that we've caused them. We stole from them. We've lied to them. We've hurt them physically, emotionally, and mentally. We've hurt them. So yes, they're going to be hurt. So it's going to take give and take on both sides. Understanding, an open book and an open conversation. Skylar nailed it, without judging.
You have to be judgmental free. You have to be.
And please do not ever compare one like, well, and so knows somebody and they kicked it by doing this and doing that.
Everybody's different.
Say that. Yes,
everybody's different. And you got to understand how many people don't make it, how many people fail at getting sober, so like that's why they say you're a miracle if you do get clean or if you have a day clean, because looking at statistics I know aren't set in stone, but they are based off of data and numbers. And so you're taking this data of people who have tried and failed and not managing to stay clean. So, as long as, I believe it comes with being open and honest and understanding and at least admitting that there's a problem or that you're using. That is the first step, because if you don't acknowledge something or know something, how are you supposed to fix it? Right? It's like a car. If your engine's going out and you don't know your engine's going out, how are you supposed to fix it? Right? So that is step one. Hey, my engine's crap. Okay. Step one. That's the same as, hey, I'm using drugs. Okay. You acknowledge that. Is there a will? Is there a desire to get clean? And, I think a lot of people kill it with friends and family when they don't look at that bigger picture and they're thinking about what they want. They're being selfish in the situation. They're taking on an approach like, you don't love me. I'm watching your kids, this and that. This is how you done me wrong. You stole from me. And it's like, both parties know that. Okay. Both parties know that. But how can we help? How can we be proactive versus reactive? You know what I'm saying?
You want to share what that one young lady said yesterday? What her mother said to her?
Yeah, just to show how painful the words are.
Yeah.
To be so careful. We actually had a comment that
And this woman's going to be on our show.
that
pretty soon.
she's going to be on the show,
Uh-huh,
and she said things got so bad and so nasty between her and her mother. Her mother actually said to her, "I wish you would just die."
That's crazy.
And the thing is, and right now people are like, "That is terrible," and it is terrible. But just think, before you start judging the girl now, or judging the mom.
And yes, you got it.
You know, like for me and other people, think of 20, 30, 40 years of addiction, lies, pain that we caused our loved ones. Not a day, a month, or a week. Years of constant pain that you find everybody's human. You reach a boiling point. Now, did she mean it? You know, God, I hope not. But you know what? You can only be pushed so far.
Where do you think that comment came from? Do you think it came from hate, or do you think it came from hurt?
Pain. Came from pain.
It came from
pain, because they're tired of being hurt, and they don't mean they want them to die. They just want the situation to end.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it came from, I think it came from hate, pain, and I think it's crazy as this is going to sound. It came from unconditional love, because they love you so much that
suffering.
By you dying will make this go away. Now I'm just throwing that out there. I have no idea what. It just kind of made sense to me for a minute. I'm just trying to reach out to the mind of these, you know, the people who are that we're hurting so much.
Absolutely.
And, for me, the one thing, like you said, you know, that first step, and you are so right, Skylar. That first step for me, it's that first time when I actually owned it. You know, I could say stuff to everyone else. Oh yeah, that's just yep. I'm saying yes to everyone else. But to myself, I'm like, fuck that. No. Until that first time, I remember the day I was on Father Salon Center, I was on my knees praying. I looked up, and also I felt this, and I said, I own this. This is me. I did this. And from that day on, I said, ever since I owned it, it no longer owns me. And that's
the thing is, like, you got to think about it. And guys, we're gonna pop comments on. We'll continue the subject if Manny wants. I think it's a good subject. I do want to pop people's comments on a second and read through that so that you guys don't feel left out. I see them coming in. You guys are beautiful and amazing. But yeah, I honestly, full-heartedly believe that you have to create a safe environment, a non-judgmental zone. We are talking about broken humans. Yes, we are talking about addicts in midst of their addiction. You know, you have to create that loving zone where they feel like they could talk to you, because they're not being reached out to be nagged. Do you like to be nagged? I don't like to be nagged. No one likes to be nagged. No one likes to be judged. I don't care how tough you are. I don't care if you don't care about nothing in the world. No one likes to be hassled. So I'm not reaching out to you to be hassled. You know what I'm saying? What's the solution? Tell me you love me. Tell me you believe in me. Tell me that you understand shit's hard and you're rooting for me. Reach out if you need me. You know what I'm saying? And so before I pop these things on here, the comments, you guys are beautiful, by the way. I'm reading them all. I love you guys. But, you know, Coach Tony, one thing that stuck with me was always have a plan. If you are a parent, a family member, a loved one, a friend, associate, whatever, and this is what you want to do, if someone reach out to you, they may not be ready. I know people that have talked to me about it, you know, even family members that's been in their addiction for years. Okay. My plan is I can't get them clean. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And therefore I can't get clean for you. But what I can do is have a plan. So when you are actually ready, I could come scoop you. I know where I'm dropping you off at. I could set you up with these resources. There's a plan ready to go, right? And I got that from Coach Tony a few years ago, and I thought that was the most beautifulest thing. Always have a plan in your back pocket for your loved one, so when they are ready, they don't have time to hesitate and reconsider. Okay, guys? So Tyler Thompson, he said, kickboxing saved my life, honestly. That is beautiful, bro. One of these days, I'm going to walk you out. I see the We to Recover hoodie right there. That is amazing. Dan Gibson, he said, I have an answer to help someone who understands addiction, who never had an addiction issue. Okay. Go ahead and drop the answer. What is Danny? What's in the box?
Let's see. Yeah, I think Danny wants us to use the force.
He's using the force. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
It says always watch. Always watch Music and Mayhem with Skylar Ray and Manny Vitale.
Yes. I like that answer better than the one he gave. So we're going to remove this. No, joking. So he says, okay, so nowadays we all have cell phones. So find a place to put it, a dresser drawer, somewhere out of sight, turn it off and put it out there. Now, every time you feel the need to check on it or reach for it, or just want to check the time, that's how often it would be for said person with an addiction thinks about that high or that drink. It's not always about how much we consume or how much we use it. It's just an example, but I felt it. Dan, that is very true. And that's the thing is like people think about drugs. And I hear people constantly like families, why don't you just put the drug down? And it's like I said, yes, you put the drug down to get clean. It is that simple, but the process isn't. Obviously 1 + 1 is 2, right? But the process isn't that easy. And, I've heard people say before while I'm traveling the country and they're trying to get their family members to understand. And they say, hey, mom, what, you have your cup of coffee every morning and a few times throughout the day. Why don't you go no coffee and no TV today? And also just leave your phone at home. And they're like, well, I can't do that. And they're like, well, why not? You got to understand drugs are on my priority, just like your cup of coffee, just like your TV show, just like your phone. And so, Dan, you hit that right on the dot. You absolutely did.
That is because it's going to give somebody who's never experienced that need for that high, or it's going to give someone who's never experienced that feeling of withdrawal and craving.
Yeah.
They'll still never know it unless they know it. But that just knowing that, okay, every time I get up that urge to grab this damn thing, okay, now multiply it by about 1 billion, and then you'll get an idea.
You need it. You crave for it.
You do. And, another thing we were talking about is the understanding for the parents and loved ones and family is don't look at this person as this total stranger that, has taken it's, you are no longer Manny. You're no longer Skylar. You're an addict. You're this and that, which is true. But I didn't wake up one morning and grab my to-do list and say, get up, have breakfast, go to the gym, work out, go to work and come home. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. Become an addict today.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's not on our to-do list.
It's not on our to-do list, but we think about it like breathing. It's like it's constantly on our mind, and it's a grab. It's a fixation. It's something that we need, right? And that's why they call it like fiending for it. So please keep in mind, be patient, guys. I'm gonna roll through some more comments if that's all right. Shirley Davis, she said, "Nice, learning that a higher power is needed for help, knowing that there is an addiction problem is needed." I think that goes hand in hand in what we're talking about, acknowledging the problem, trusting the process, and understand if there's a will, there is a way, but you do have to apply yourself. Thank you very much, Shirley. We got King Handsome with a funny from earlier, not the chemicals under the sink, bro. Hey, those were my favorite. Those were my. Oh, bro, if I wasn't moving and grooving or tweaking and geeking and having sweat coming down my face the size of bullets, you know what I'm saying, then I needed more. And even at that point, I still needed more. So that is very true. Who else we got? Sav Woe says, be authentic. Absolutely. That goes with being honest. Who else we got in here? Woe also says, love you both. OG in the background. Shout out to OG. Yes. We got, I can never pronounce your name.
Felicity.
Hey, I will try to learn it because you're always in the things, and I see the support that you show and love. So thank you so much. Who else we got in here? We got Woe dropping a bunch of comments. Doorway Entertainment. We got Tyler over here from YouTube. If you guys do not know, we are streaming from Manny's pages, Skylar Ray, Skylar Davis. We are also streaming from YouTube as well, which reminds me, when you start talking, I need to pop this over to our platform, okay? But Tyler says, addiction is a state of the mind. Before you judge someone with addiction, listen to the story like Skylar and I have done. Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. You guys are dropping beautiful comments. If you guys have more comments, make sure you drop them. We got Kelly showing some love. Yeah, shout out to Kelly. Let's put it back on.
Kelly is awesome, man. Her and her husband, they've been chiming in, and actually, she was so nice. They were checking up on me after my surgery, and I was giving her the updates and all that. And I said, well, I'd love to eat. So her and her husband. I said, I'm off for a while, so lunch. I'm always good for lunch. So Kelly, I'm hungry. Just throwing it out there.
Hey, got to figure it out, Kelly. We also got Joseph Jacobus. He says, I believe in you. Also, knowing when the right time to give input and suggestion is huge. Yes. How do you feel about that comment right there?
I love that, because sometimes the best advice that you can give someone is not to give them any advice, but just to sit there and listen. Not
Absolutely.
to jump in. Don't solve the world's problems, because first of all, if you've never dealt with addiction, you're going to probably say the wrong thing. So sometimes when you finally get someone who's dealing with it, who is spewing their guts up, and they're going in 10 different directions that you don't understand, don't think you can change it and you can save them, because you can't at that moment by saying something like, all you have to know. That's when be that loving family, be that loving friend, and just listen. Give them your ears, give them that shoulder. You
have to know when to put input. And that makes a very good point, Manny. You have to be able to know sometimes that they're just venting. They need someone to listen.
Yeah.
Not every problem needs a solution. Kayla teaches me that all the time. She tells me what's wrong. And I instead of like checking on her, I have a bad habit sometimes of just spewing out answers or solutions. And she constantly reminds me, not everything needs a solution. I just need you to listen to me. So that's a big thing right there. It truly is. Shirley Davis chimed in with plan is very important. That's when some don't wait, but go back out. If you guys got to be, like I said, you got to be proactive, right? You got to be thinking about when the situation occurs, what you are going to be able to do next. I think that's very huge. Who else we got in here?
That is a great one. I actually didn't really think of that, being prepared for somebody if they get to that point where they reach out, don't sit there let me call you back tomorrow. No, but the thing is too is how can we get proactive to get the word out to people that don't have someone dealing with this yet, to be proactive, to let people know warning signs. All the way into grade school now, and to be preventive, like you said, proactive. So, but I really like your thing. Be ready for when crisis hits.
Ready.
Because it's going to hit, and it's going to hit hard.
Hey, and that's why you got to listen to the coach. Shout out to Coach Tony, baby. I'm excited. We'll be out there in August. I'm going to pop a few more comments on, and then we will run to the next topic, if that's all right. Kalisha, she says, alienating our people in addiction as unnecessary stress. Yes, guys.
Just remember, we were people before addiction.
Yep.
We're the same people during addiction, and we are definitely the same people. We're better people in recovery and sobriety.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. And that's the thing. You got to remember that we are all humans, and that you have to meet it in the middle with some type of love. You definitely do, guys. And that is super important. We'll pop on this last one. Lori says, sometimes you just need to listen. And that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. Know it, Lori. And y'all just need to listen, because I'll be fixing to whoop your ass if you don't listen when I come down to Alabama. And then all I can say is bless your heart.
Hey, bless your heart. Hey, you gotta get one of those big burgers.
I'll give me a Dubs burger. Actually, they're raffling my ass off down there. They're doing a raffle to have lunch or breakfast or something like that. So Lori hit me up and she said, just to let you know, we're selling tickets, all that. I'm like, oh, give me that shit. You and Phyllis bought all the tickets yourself. But
hey, let's go. Let's go.
Just listen. You're right. No, sometimes the best thing you can say is not saying anything at all. Just being there. Show them that you care. Show them that you're listening.
Absolutely. I think that's very important. And it truly is. And, and it makes you wonder. So what do you think this is for our listeners, and we're going to segue to the next thing, with music and mayhem. What do you think was your best, what do you think was your best tool of getting clean? Was it support? Was it meetings? I know meetings and support kind of go hand in hand. But I'm talking along more of the lines of being able to hearing other people's stories and knowing you're not alone. Do you think it was, what made you keep going? Me personally was dreams. And I think about that a lot. Like everybody is different. Like you talked about in the last segment that, everybody is different. So we got to approach it at a different level. We got to understand that we are all human and not one program fits everything. So if you guys had something that really stands out that you think was a stable in your recovery early on, make sure you drop that in the comments. Manny, I know you were faced with life or death, right? And you thought you were going to die. They told you you had a certain amount of weeks, but they only told you that because they wanted to give you enough willpower to be able to call your family, right? And then when you thought they were laughing at you and you're like, why are they laughing at me? They were like, check it out. We're not laughing because you're dying. We're laughing because we're sending you home to live. What do you think was the main reason why you were able to stay clean? I know that obviously, like if you drink, you're going to die. Like that has to be in the forefront. But what do you think stands out that helped you?
Well, I can, without a doubt, and this is for me personally, is God above and my faith. Without that, I would not be here right now. And what makes it that much more special for me is I was born and raised Catholic, Italian Catholic growing up. But I was never a Bible thumper walking around, before this happened. That wasn't me at all. And it wasn't even after this happened, the day after when they told me all this, I didn't run out and thank God. No, it just happened one day when that hit me, this feeling of just understanding the magnitude of, did they just fucking walk in here and they told me that I am going to be dead? I mean, that conversation happened to me. This conversation, these doctors walked in and said, Manny, you are going to be dead. You have less than 6 weeks to live. Hospice is taking over your care. And as Skylar said, they then came in and said, you're going to live. And it was this whirlwind of things going on. But just, for me personally, mine was the inner strength that just hit me so hard. This feeling, I've had other people talk to me about the blessings and all of a sudden feeling the Holy Spirit hit them. And I didn't, obviously never happened. That day, I'll never forget. I looked up and I was on my knees praying to Father Solanus. I looked at that cross and I felt this, I can't explain it, this pressure, pressure, warmth. It felt like this big, huge hug that just took over. It just took over, and it was the most comforting feeling I've ever felt in my life. And at that point, I knew I was okay. I looked up at that cross. I thank God. And from that day on, here we are. And
that's incredible. And like, I appreciate you sharing that because, like Kalisha, we were talking about yesterday, everybody, I recommend the big book. I recommend meetings, but I will be the first to tell you that honestly, like I've done step work before, but that's not something that I've done in my early recovery or something I do in recovery now. I believe in being truly honest because I want to let people know that there is other ways. And like Kalisha said, there's not enough people that speak up and let you know that there is other ways to recovery. And that's why I wanted to bring up this topic. I appreciate you sharing. I honestly, like me, it was dreams. Like I had goals, I had dreams. Like I think about it, like they tell you, everybody, like the dope game's always going to be there. It was never all the times I relapsed, all the times I went back to the streets, went to jail, got FOMO from fear of missing out, upset in my cell because everybody's out there, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing. And it's like, I think about it is like, my main thing was, it don't matter if you're 70, 80, 90, 50, 60. If you want to be in the dope game, it's going to be there. The people may be different, but the game will be there with open arms and it will take you back in. So I think about, when I'm so glad I went to prison because it gave me time to think about my story and my situation. And I started thinking about like, okay, what do I want to do with my life? Like time is running out. Okay, I want to do music. Well, it's a young man's game. Right. And so with that, I think about it like that was what kept me going is my dreams and desire to do something as these windows are closing. And I told myself, if this doesn't work out or, and that saying right there, mentally, I've shifted that because I wouldn't go back to the streets. But I was thinking like, if this doesn't work out, I could always go back. It's never going to disappear. Right. And so I think about that, guys. Drop it in the comments. What kept you going? For me, it was the dreams, man. And, you know, I never had that feeling, like you said, that overwhelming feeling. You know, I just took it day by day.
And the thing is, for you, I remember this from your first story when you came on to that first show about your dreams and your passion. That happened. You did that while you were in prison.
Yeah.
You are, which is, I think that's what, I don't know if everyone knows that or not, but I remember you telling me that how everyone else is doing their shit in prison. You still got game going on in there. There's stuff happening that you could have done.
Yeah.
But I mean, so here, not only did you freaking take it on, you know, face to face, man, you took it on head to head while you were in there, fought the element that you were dealing with at that point, and stuck to it. And while all this was going around you, you had your dream board and everything while you were locked up. And that just, you talk about strength to do that, man. So
thank you.
Congratulations, brother. I mean,
thank you.
There's a comment you might want to read from Joseph Jacobus.
Okay, I got you. We're gonna pop Joseph up real quick, and then we're gonna run through some comments before we continue on or switch it up. So, is this the one right here, OG?
Seriously, do you think?
You said what?
It starts with "Do you think?"
From Joseph.
Do you think? Do you love me? Do you love me?
I'll just read it.
All right here. Do you think that your view of what helped you change? Hold on. Go ahead. Let me get it again. Do you think that your view of what helped you change has changed from then to now? Do you want to start that one, or do you want me to start that?
All yours.
Okay. Me personally, no. I don't think well, I got more skin in the game now. So my NCC, I gave it thought. My instant reaction was no, because my dreams is what still keeps me going. And I've just barely scratched the surface. I barely scratched the surface of what I want to achieve, what I'm going through there. I've just finally stabilized myself in the game that I want to get into. That's the music game, and helping and giving back, right? I have so much to do. So that hasn't changed. But as far as, you know, it goes to my saying, right? You know, back to the logo, it goes back to that conversation. And I think about it as in like music. That's why it got the wings, because it's my guardian angel, right? I can't point to it. I'm shaving my head in a mirror right now. But, you know, I think about it. It got wings on it because that's the conversation I had. It gave me a shot at recovery. And therefore, I got clean and sober for music. But nowadays, I stay clean and sober because the life that recovery has provided, I refuse to give up. And that's why I say no, but I do got a lot more skin in the game, right? Because if music, like I said, if music doesn't work out, I could go back to the dope game. Well, my mentality has changed because now I got Kayla, because now I got Pound Cake, because I have friends and family that count on me. So in a way, I guess I have a lot more going for me, right? But I use that as ambition and fuel. What do you think about for you? I will pop the question back up. Do you think that your view of what helped you change has changed from then to now?
No, I mean, it's the only thing, it's enhanced because I never, doing this podcast, doing lives, doing shows, it's my rush. This is my drug now because it is I never thought that something that I could say could matter to someone else. I never thought that I was, that person that could be, that important to have something that important to say that could help change someone's life, until all of a sudden I started noticing the change by doing shows, by telling my story, that we are relevant, we all matter, and our stories and our words matter. And it was just like, okay. And just like you, this started out to be just a page and to post some comments. And
here we are
doing a video. And then next thing you know, doing lives. Are you kidding me? Now doing lives and doing meet and greets and events, going on tour, doing with your events and doing the things we're doing. So like I have more invested now. And it's just like, first and foremost, I don't ever want to let myself down or God down. Then I don't want to let the people down, like OG, all the people in my fight or war. And I
shout out to OG.
Don't want to let my brother Skylar Ray down. Skylar doesn't, just to let you know, you're a product of your environment. And Skylar, he's doing just fine on his own. He didn't have to jump into this music and mayhem and this whole venture we are in. But after we discussed it, we first thought it was going to be just this. We'll just have a little fun.
Yeah.
We after our last all this realize what a difference we are making. So, like you said, of having more invested,
Yeah.
I right now pulling my weight to make sure that I am there for you, just like you're there for me, and we are there
I
for
appreciate
everybody
you.
watching.
I appreciate you. All I ask is that you keep fighting for yourself, man. I don't know all the answers, but I know some things. And the way I look at it, man, is, you know, I know you have dreams and I love to see people win. I believe in you fully. If not, I want to invest the time that I do in you. On top of that, I see the fight in the dog.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? And that's important, man. I see the fight in the dog. I see how bad you want it. And if there's any way that I could help, that's what I'm trying to do. You know, because no one really showed me the ropes. No one showed, like, I'm not going to say no one ever helped me. People have helped me a lot in my life. And I'm very grateful for everybody that's helped and make my dreams possible. Because that's you guys out there, right? That's you guys in the comment section. That's you guys watching. But, you know, and what I mean is I didn't really have a guide. You know what I'm saying? I'm still clueless, but I do know some things, man. And I just want to say I'm proud of you. I truly am. And I'm excited to see you win. I want to see OG win. I know OG grinds her ass off and dedicates so much of her time, admin, doing all this shit like that, right? This is huge. Like, she don't have to do that. You know what I mean? And at the beginning,
I don't? Wait a minute.
whoa, put the gun away. But no, it's like, you know, at the same time, like, I see your drive. I see OG's dedication. You know what I'm saying? She's hopping in on your dream, trying to make it possible. Like, that's the type of shit I want to be a part of. That's the dreams. Like, I want to be able to lift up with success. I want to see us all in the winner's circle. I don't care who makes it. I just want to see someone from my team win, because I know the people that I surround myself with. All it takes is one. Me, Wo, and my buddy AC talk about that. Like, we don't care who blows up in music. All it takes is one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that I'll be someone's hype man. I'll get in where I fit in. I'm a team player. Like, I don't care if I'm riding on the bench and I'm the guy that comes out for 4 minutes as the spark plug to shut some shit down and help us win a championship. Just let me get my ring and let me celebrate with my boys and my people and my girls, Pound Cake, OG, Kayla. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I want. That's all I want.
I love that too, man. For me, it's all about family. Always has. And
yes.
You know, and for me, I take that very serious as far as what we got going on here.
Yeah.
Because Kalisha hit on it last night talking to you, and you made it very clear to her, you know, as far as your circle, it's very tight and it's this. So for me to be part of that is I don't take that for granted ever. And for me, so when I say family, everyone knows what that means to me. So same goes for you coming in, and I'll never forget. Be that one person. That one person could change someone's life. And for me, just getting started, I never did a podcast until I did my first one. And that was with Brad McLeod at Sober School and Dan and Donna from Hard Knocks. Because of them giving me a chance, here I am today, with the confidence that they've helped instill in me. And here we are.
You know what I think is beautiful, Manny? You're the literally epitome or the poster child of it's never too late. And I don't mean that in any way, but you are older. But you're doing your thing, man. You're doing your thing, and I mean that as a compliment.
Oh no, I was just thinking.
You know what I'm saying? I thought of Kalisha.
Too. I'm gonna get her tomorrow because according to Kalisha, she goes, "Yeah, man, he's like our grandpa." And then she followed up with, "Well, you know, he's a good-looking dude, grandpa." So, no, I'm sorry, man.
She had to soften the blow. She had to soften the blow. And guys, I see these comments. We're gonna take a couple minutes for us to read through these comments.
Go through them.
The reason why I'm not popping them on Manny so much is because I want to be able to cut a lot of this up into clips. And when the comments comes up, it blocks our face. So you know what I'm saying? So I want to take segments of each time popping people on. I love your comments. You guys are so much part of the show. But like I was saying is, bro, you are showing it don't matter what stage you're, how many times you've been counted out. Here you are chasing your dreams. You just started this and you are off to a roll. I believe in you, big dog.
It's been 1 year. It's been 1 year. When I first started this, I reached out to some people and I go, and I threw some names out there to them. I go, how long would it take for me to get to where they're at? And they're like, dude, you're years and years, like 3 years, 5 years and all that, 6 years. And I just, this certain individual, I said, really? I said, I want to do it in like 6 to 8 months.
Uh-huh.
And they laughed a little, and I wasn't laughing. And
Yeah.
then this individual, because we could see each other during this conversation on our video chat, and he looked at me and he goes, "You're gonna do it." He goes, "I could tell by your voice and the look." He goes, I told him, I go, "I've never had a passion before. Here
Yeah.
I am at my age." I go, I loved what I do with the police department. I love being a first responders, EMT, and I love that. But doing this is a calling,
Yeah.
being shot, being stabbed, organ failures, going to be dead numerous times. This is my calling. Just like you, when you talk about your music, you and Kayla light up because you guys, this is mine. And yes,
bro.
I'm late into the game.
Hungry.
I saw you last night. You're like,
Oh.
he's always on.
Bro, you are always on. And I think it's beautiful. I didn't mention no names last night. Because I don't want to say it unless I'm saying it to your face. But I think it's really cool that we bond over our dreams, and we bond over being hungry for what we're passionate about and trying to make it work and do the impossible dream. And I think it's cool that, like, look at us. Like, I never thought, like, our off-grid vacation together, like, think about it. Like, I'm literally going on an off-grid vacation with a former police officer. Right? Like, I'm a drug dealing motherfucker, right? And so it's crazy, but it's like, life is so much more than that. We are not defined on what side we are on, because at one point we were on total opposite sides. And it just shows you how it can flip, because then you jump to the opposite side, right?
I went from a lawman to a freaking outlaw riding with that. I was literally working with the feds, working with the DEA. And literally a week or two later, I had the feds and DEA coming after me. That's
crazy. That just shows you our steps in lives and stages, man. I'm so proud of you, OG. I love your dedication. I absolutely love that. You guys work well as a team together on this podcast and shit, and just making it happen. Like, you guys are amazing. I do want to pop on some comments because I keep saying that, and then I'm running my mouth. So Joseph says, telling someone they messed up while they're not ready to hear it falls on deaf ears. Also, valid point. Very valid. Okay, we got King Handsome. Skylar Ray, thanks for always checking on me and listening to me and AC. We appreciate you. I love you guys too. You guys already know I'm very vocal. You two are part of my very small circle. Dan Gibson, that's why I tell everyone to reach out. I might not have all the answers, but you know what I do have: 2 ears, 2 shoulders, and always free hugs. But most importantly, please reach out. Reach out to Dan Gibson. He's a good guy.
He's got a heart of gold. Him and my brother, King Handsome, man. King Handsome, I love you, brother. Yeah.
We love you guys. Tyler, he said it goes back to listen for the cry for help. Yes, indeed. Listen for the cry. We got Michael. He said, yo, I'm here. Flexing big as shit, bro.
Oh, man, you got the beast in the house. Michael the Beast.
You know what's crazy is I don't really get triggered. I really don't get triggered because I protect myself and my energy, and I'm not really in situations where I get triggered. But when I see those neck veins, bro, I just want to hit you with a little 80cc unit right in the neck. Pow! You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! Every time I see that, I'm like, I see those veins, buddy.
That's a good one.
I see King Hanson says, don't whoop our ass, Lori. Lori, be easy. Cool.
Oh, wait, don't be caught talking. Shit. It was Country Ghetto.
Oh, shit.
Contretto. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Lori told King Hanson, man, you talking that Contretto on me. I'm like, what? Country Ghetto. I was like,
you got to watch out for that Contretto. Michael said, big love for both you, my brothers. Dan said there's a restaurant in my hometown called Big Burger. Is that the place?
Well, I'm going to Dubs.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going, but that's in Alabama. With Lori. But I don't know. Hey, we got to figure out where we're going in Vancouver or when we do the event and with you guys.
Yep, absolutely. We'll figure out some nice spots. Joseph Jacobus said relationships making new friends. Absolutely. I think that sounds amazing.
Next time you're there, man, I gotta hook up with him, man. We gotta do some go in there and get some work
He's
done.
Ink master, bro. I love him. Good dude, good heart. And he's so kind to me. Like, he is. I know he cares about me, and that's why I vouch for this man very much. If you guys are in the Portland metro area, Vancouver area, whatever, Washington or Oregon, make the trip to go see Joseph Jacobus. He's done a lot of work on me, and I vouch for him very highly. Michael said, for me, it was dying and out of sight of mind when deleting everyone that was negative out of my circle. All that plus Skylar Ray's music. Thank you, Michael.
There you go.
I appreciate you. I'm going to scroll down. We got some more. I've got some more, and we'll jump into something else. Skylar, you are royalty. Can't believe you was in that person shackled with the handcuffs on that court bus, because to me, you are royalty, but we all got to start at the bottom to get to the top. Thank you, Whoa. I love you, bro. Same goes to you. A couple more comments, guys. Kalisha says, trust in the process. I was snake moaned in a biker's basement, and on day 3 they told me to put my leathers on just for a short ride. 3 hours later I was swimming in a river. Wow. Biker baptisms of sorts. I have a short relapse after detox. Doctors shot me up after a car accident. Been clean since.
Okay, good.
I'm proud of you, Kalisha.
There you go, Kalisha. Congratulations. Oh, that's
absolutely. Absolutely. You guys go give her a follow. She runs her and Calico run Pine Case podcast. They do an amazing job over there. A question for you, OG.
I'll be on tomorrow night. I'll be on with Kalisha tomorrow night.
Yes, indeed.
10 p.m.
10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, so make sure you guys see that.
I will be 10 o'clock, man. Shit, that's late, man. I'm usually in bed after Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, hey. Hey, I will make sure I share it as well, guys, on my page so you guys can see it as it's happening. Michael wants to know, how is OG doing tonight?
Oh, I answered him. I'm doing great but I do great every day.
What's your answer every day? And this is at the gym. This is at wherever. If someone walks up, hey, how you doing? I'm good. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm fabulous. Actually, fabulous is my code word when I'm at the gym, because one of the guys say, how you doing? I said, you know how I'm doing. He says, yeah, I know. Fabulous.
Everyone knows OG's fabulous.
Fabulous.
Oh, God.
I woke up today. I know who I am. I can walk. I can, you know what? Life is good. Life is good.
Can we? Are you stage ready? Can we pop you on stage real quick so people can see your lovely face?
Baby. Oh, you're so sweet.
Let's go. Let's go.
There you go. I tell you.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? When people have questions, if you're talking about them sending in questions, I am a nurse. I'm very happy to help them if they have any questions like that kind of thing. Yeah. I'm willing to stick my neck out and help. And I will also be if they want to message me, I have a HIPAA. I live by the HIPAA. I would not share anything unless they gave me permission to share.
Yeah. So besides being an admin and GA and everything else, she is armed with a plethora. I got to use a big word.
Good word.
She's a vet.
I've been waiting so long.
Is that? Oh, Manny, I'm proud of you. Is that 3 O's, 2 U's? I would like to buy a vowel, please.
I have no idea what it means.
Hey. And before we pop OG off, hey, thank you for serving our country. She is also a vet. She's super solid, guys. She is pulling all the strings behind that. I want to say I appreciate you, OG, for everything you do. I can't wait to be able to hang out with you guys. It's gonna be incredible.
Time, man. It's gonna be insane.
You're gonna be amazed.
Like I said, you go to jail. OG's gonna have to bail us out.
Oh yeah, I'll have to bring bail money.
Hey, you got to be careful because I trained Cakes to be a drug dog.
last time we were there, she turns around, she goes, look at that dog. I turned around and all of a sudden turned around. That damn thing followed me up the escalator all the way through customs. It was like,
oh shit! Oh,
bitch!
They were trying to get you.
Look, my drug is caffeine, so I'm boring that way. But you'll see.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. We're gonna have a good time, guys. I'm super excited for it. I truly am. I'm gonna get through some more comments in a little bit. Do you have any more subjects for us, Manny, or any more topics, or?
I mean, we could always come up with something, man. Unless you want to go a little freestyle, or if you want to, there's something else that you got. I mean, okay. Do you have something?
Yeah. We could come up with some topics as we go. Yeah. Let me tell you guys about what's coming up for me. You guys, if you guys have any great topics that you guys want to see us touch on tonight, make sure you drop them in the comment section. OG, please keep an eye out for them just in case I miss them.
And as always, like we said, if this is every one of our shows, throw out your sobriety date. throw out your birthdays, your kids' birthdays, wedding anniversaries. If you're getting divorced, I mean, anything that you're celebrating, celebrate with us. Throw it out there, man. It doesn't have to be, just your sobriety date, man. If your kid just made the basketball team, if they scored the winning goal, I mean, something that's making you happy that, you know what happened today, share it. Let's talk about it. Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. Absolutely, guys. And so, something's coming up with me. So with that being said, I have some shows coming up. I also have a song. So if you guys don't know, Billy Goat just dropped. It was filmed in Connecticut. Yes. Me and King Handsome, we did that. Which, if you don't mind, since it is Music and Mayhem, maybe end with a music video before we pop off. Perfect. Maybe we'll run that back.
You know what? I don't know if you saw that day we dropped that.
Yeah,
it was so good.
It was great. But then when I went back the next day, it said something about meetup, whatever that damn thing is, said that this content.
It's ours. It's ours. It's just letting you know that they're going to take royalties from the live if there was any being earned and giving it to us. Which it's up to us since we're playing my music. Yep. It's like if I wanted to press the issue, I could have it removed or cut out from your live. But it's kind of just letting you know, hey, this person owns copyright, so they're going to be claiming royalties. And what's then cool. Again, DistroKid pulls the royalties and they cut me a check for people playing my music. So that's what that is.
For people that didn't see that, this is how we all roll, man, which is no script, because that day, Sunday, I knew the video was dropping because we all talked about it. And I was going to, of course, just go on for the hell of it. And I looked down and I saw King Handsome and you guys talking. So I'm like, well, shit. I was going to go on at like 5:36 or whatever it was. So I hit up King Handsome. I go, listen, man, your video's dropping. I go, you want to go live? And we'll talk about that for tonight. He's like, yeah, I'm in. So then I hit you up. And I mean, you work, like crazy and shit. So you were a little bit under the weather. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to sit this one out. And I go, okay. So we went on. So that was it, guys. Everyone that watched that night last night was like a precursor to what happened yesterday with all the madness, because here we are, me, King Handsome, and OG. We're going through talking about Billy Goat. And then King Handsome's like, man, you should have seen Skyler. That goat shit all over Skyler. He was just giving all your shit away. And all of a sudden, I looked down at the bottom of the screen. Well, first I saw a comment. Skyler's in the house. And then about 7:15, I look down at the bottom and I see the green blue flashing a little bit. And all of a sudden I saw him in. So I knew he was coming on, but I didn't tell anybody. He pops on. And then towards the end of the show, he's like, well, fuck, it's almost 7:30. So we did the live drop of Billy Goat.
Yes, we did.
The place was insane. It was
cool.
The laughing goat.
Great.
The laughing goat. So that's
my favorite part, is with the goat laughing.
Oh, we got to, man, let's definitely finish with that tonight.
We will. We'll pop on Billy Goat, man. Since I'm dropping every 2 weeks, we can end with something with like the newest drop, and do that. It's part of Music and Mayhem, guys. Like, we improvise a lot, but we are learning, and we do want to put together a great show for you guys, and it will only get better. So trust the process. Continue to ride with us. We will take us out with Billy Goat at the end when we're ready for that. But with that being said, guys, I do have a new song coming out the 13th, which is with me and Matt Keegan. It is called Alive, which next week I will see if he's okay with me leaking that first, getting a world premiere on here of the song. I want to get his permission first, because it's not just my song, right? But so we might get a sneak preview of that next week. But that song is dropping, guys. On top of that, on the 22nd of February, we have a show at Another Chance Rehab. It's in the Portland area. Mama, don't chime in. But look, it's at the Portland area. So if you guys want to go, this is an absolute free show. Come celebrate recovery with us. And if you guys want to go, drop a comment, message me. You guys do have to RVSP to this. So I will get you guys the email to send that out. If you're in recovery, it's a safe, sober, fun. We'll be performing a free show for you guys, everything like that. They opened up a brand new place. My buddy John Morgan over there, and a lot of great staff that I know. This treatment center is huge. It's literally a whole city block in Portland, Oregon. Like, it is thousands of square feet. Like, it is room after room. Offices that got bathrooms, that got like changing tables for babies. Like, it is insane. And so with that being said, guys, like, this is a really cool treatment center. So be on the lock for that. We are throwing a show there to kind of like their grand opening type of thing. It's going to be incredible. That is in the Portland metro area. If you guys would like to go, all ages are welcome. There will be some snacks provided. There will be all types of stuff. There will be raffles. It's going to be a great night. But also on the 5th, there's going to go ahead and be me and Kalichi and Kayla, also prosthetic. I always mess up his name. So if you watch it, I apologize. Prosthetic. I just messed it up again. I think music, and also Kid Rose. We will be performing. We'll be running it back in Albany on March 5th. Guys, they have tickets going for $10 a piece. But also, if you work for any treatment center or you work in the recovery field, bring your credentials or bring a business card, right, to validate where you work, and we will let you in for free. For all the people in the recovery field, this will be a free show for you guys. Everybody else, kids 10 and under are free, but also, guys, $10 a ticket. And if you guys want to do the meet and greet, they have that options as well. Photos, you'll get a show poster. On top of that, guys, they are doing something special. John Nelson, the guy who's booking us, he has a steakhouse. His building is a steakhouse and also a club. He throws shows there. So March 5th, he will be doing, if you guys want to go, $100 will get you for 2 people into the show. It will get you the meet and greet access, photos, but also you will get to sit down and have dinner with me, Kalichi, Kayla, and the other performing artists. So it's going to be an incredible night. This is going to be an intimate experience. I will go back on all of our lives and drop the link. So go back, circle back. You will see me posting from my Skylar Ray page under the comment section of every single post with the link so you guys can buy these tickets, guys. Those are upcoming shows coming up. Come meet with me and Kalichi and Kayla. Come have dinner with us. It's going to be a lot of fun, right? Also, songs dropping every 2 weeks, right? This is like our off season, but we still got so many shows coming in. It's going to be an amazing experience. So make sure you guys do that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It definitely will. So look forward to that.
That is, like I said, your schedule, listening to your schedule, I get tired. But also, it's funny because going through all the pages, going through all the artists, going through all these different shows and all that, there's one constant. I always see Skylar Ray's name. So that says a lot about you and Kayla, because all these other artists, want to do collaboration with you guys. And so that says a lot about you and Kayla and
moving and grooving,
so many
baby.
different ways,
That's
man.
right.
I mean, your dedication to your craft, but you as people, because sometimes, you might not always enjoy some individual, but you know what? You got to give respect to what they're doing and all that. And for what you and Kayla are doing, like I said, every time I turn around, you're doing work with someone else as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, props to you guys, man, because you're just doing a phenomenal job out there. Your word, your music, and your mission speaks for itself. So, and plus, man, get to have steak dinner with you guys. I mean,
Let's go. Let's go. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. Come out and get the dinner. It's gonna be cool. And I don't want to misspeak. I'm not. I would assume it's steak. Because it's steakhouse, but dinner at least, dinner with us. Yeah. So I don't want to put that out there if it's not, but I know you get to have dinner with us. So $100 gets you and a friend, a spouse, date, whatever. So 2 people to have dinner with me, Kalichi and Kayla, and the other performing artists. On top of that, the meet and greet, the photos, the posters. I will personally sign every single poster. I'll sign anything, any single time anybody brings it up to me. But you get a chance to go ahead and get all that stuff, guys. And of course, me and Kayla will be there with the merch table. So come get your hoodies, come get your shirts, your beanies, your hats, your zip ups, your shorts, your tank tops, your joggers. We got coffee mugs. We got everything.
Talking about it just reminded me talking about merchandise. Of course, with yours and My Fight Our War, we've got some stuff. But me and Skylar are also working on. We are putting our heads together for Music and Mayhem. We are going to put together our own logo. And we are going to be getting merchandise out there for Music and Mayhem. And I guarantee you, It is going to be badass.
I'm excited.
So,
I'm excited, guys. If you guys want to show support, if you guys want to show love, just be in the comment section like you guys always do. You guys are amazing and watching. But we will have gear coming up. I'm excited. We got to work out the logistics for that. But it will happen. It will happen. That's for sure. That's something that I'm excited about, Manny. I'm excited for the journey.
It's going to be crazy. And you know what? We have got a shit ton of people, man. We got breeze through here, and you want to get some more.
Yep, let's go ahead and do it, guys. I see a few comments. I'm teetering on the edge of if I should talk about something. You know, I might just share it once and then no questions. If you catch it, you catch it. King Handsome says, I can't wait to see you, OG, and Manny too, but really OG. OG! Becky with the here. Let's go.
It's gonna be so much fun that time because we are all gonna be together, man.
And it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be me, you, King Handsome,
AC,
Kayla. I thought DJ Bobby Boom said he was gonna be there.
How about Coach Tony?
We got Coach Tony's a given. Shout out to Coach Tony,
Matt Cronin, AJ. I mean, all the Connecticut guys. It's going to be insane. It's going to be all of us together. I can't wait for that late night dinner breakfast thing that we're going to have. Just all of us doing that thing that King Handsome were talking about. And I just saw he threw that up there. The shoulder's getting better. I still got a long way to go, but that's all right.
Absolutely. And we got King Handsome June 29th. He will be in Portland, Oregon for a performance. That is correct. You guys make sure you show love to King Handsome. Make sure you come out. It is for my buddy Jake Slam. Jake Slam's amazing. First of all, he has so much courage. So he is partially deaf. He's hearing impaired. And he makes music. That is my boy. I will ride to him for the end. He is the most kind-hearted, loving, giving person, and I got his back regardless. But he booked King Handsome last year to come out for his birthday show. It was off the hook. It was fun. We are running it back this year. And when I say it might not be me and Kayla. We might be in Athens, Georgia with Kalichi during that time. I know the show's on the 28th. I'm not sure what time the flights come back. We got Amanda Anders. She says September 3rd is her clean date. Congratulations. We got people in here wanting us to play Billy Goat at the end. Yes, it was shot in Connecticut. We got Ginger, July 4th, 2013 is her clean date. Baby. Absolutely. What else we got? King Handsome says August 1st, 2018 is free from jail for 6 years straight.
Wow.
That's
congrats. Woo.
That's crazy, man. Because that's like you got to change up your whole patterns.
His life, the story that I heard from that man, and for him to say that, and hopefully you saw that show with King Handsome, that is huge. That just shows you the heart and the drive that man has, and that's why I'm proud to call King Handsome my brother.
That's right.
Let's go.
6 straight years. Yeah.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. We have all types of people chiming in with whoa. That's a given. Whoa. So we got that, right? We got Dan Gibson saying yes. We got more woes. Michael, he says maybe a recovery jam with the real young swag. You know, I've seen his name pop up. I don't know much of him. But yeah, Michael, if you want to connect the dots, whatever, I'm always down to work with people in recovery that are working for themselves. If you're working for yourself and grinding, I see he's been doing some stuff. So yeah, if you want to like connect the dots, maybe I'll reach out to him. I will tell you this though. So there might be a collab coming up. Might be. With me, Kayla, Kalichi, Matt Keegan, Benjamin Lerner. So there might be. I never said this. This never happened. If you heard it, you heard it. So check it out. So Dan Gibson, he says, I got one of Kayla's coffee mugs. Now I just need that Skylar Ray coffee mug. Unfortunately, the Skylar Ray one sold out way before the Kayla one. So if you want a duplicate of the Kayla one, we got you. No, we are sold out of Skylar Rays, but we do have a couple Kayla ones. So if you guys are interested, make sure you hit me up. Michael's in here. He said, get your Skylar Ray gear. It's not just clothing. It's a lifestyle.
There you go.
I love that. I came up with that slogan a while back, and I think it fits for the brand. It definitely does. Who else do we have in here?
Police just say what?
Yeah, you didn't hear that, so let's take you down. She said, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know. But we all confirmed we want to do it, so it's gonna. I don't see why it wouldn't happen. Michael said, "I am the connect man. Here's the connection and the plug. He is the connect man for sure. You know that firsthand. Fun fact. So there we were at this party. Michael was butt naked, fully erected, and I had to tell him to chill out, right? No, just joking. I'm just joking. Check it out, guys. I'm on it for sure. Hey, just joking. No, Michael connected me with Coach Tony. So
okay.
he was
that one person.
Yeah.
See that? He was that one person.
He was. So thank you guys so much for chiming in. Make sure you continue to drop them clean dates, guys. You guys are absolutely 100% part of this show. You guys are the show. You guys are the show.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys so much. Do you have any more topics or anything you want to run on, or you want to freestyle it, or what?
You know what?
How about a video?
We are definitely ending with
about
Billy
a
Goat,
video?
but
Yep. Let's do it.
In case, yeah, I mean, I tell you what, man, this has been a great show.
Yeah.
Just everything that's
different.
going on. And like Skylar said, we have got so much that we are in the process of doing that it take a whole show just to explain the process. So what we are going to be doing is once it's up and doing, we're going to just do it the day of the show and just run with it. But all you guys, man, this goes to show, it's your show. It's without you, your comments, your support, and all that.
That's right.
It's so much appreciated. So please keep the comments coming. If you have some suggestions, not only for topics and all that, just something else. Something that maybe you feel would help our show. Whatever it is, man. We're family, and family. We stick together. But first and foremost, thank you guys, like Skylar said.
Absolutely, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pop out Billy Goat. This was filmed in Connecticut, shot and filmed, directed by Kayla Mulcahy, my other half. But it's a song with me and King Hanson. So with that being said, let me pop that up here real quick. Share screen. We're going to do Billy Goat. Boom, boom. Hold on. There we go. Okay, cool.
Billy Goat.
I'm going to have it
King Handsome. Kayla.
Yes, let's get it. I'm going to have it take over the full screen, okay?
Oh, you got it.
Yep. We're going to do this. We're going to go like this. Boom, boom. All right, there we go. Let's get it. This is called Billy Goat. Like a zebra. Hold on. Get out like a Libra. Gatekeepers and street sweepers. I got you in my scope. Yeah, it's murder, she wrote. I ain't gotta be your type of can't deny that I'm dope. Yeah, I'm rocking the boat. I'm a dragon in the moat. Other words, baby boy, I'm just aiming for your throat. Billy Goat. Nah. Really dope. So jacket, no coat. Something's missing in this game like rum and no coke. You could run it from the scrimmage. I'm just trying to paint an image. Yeah, picture me winning. I'm airing out my laundry like a basket of linen. Jealousy is real, y'all be looking like women. Y'all can't see me on these tracks like the windows is tinted. Ripping beats like denim, Eddie Brock with the venom. Slick talking, we send them. On lock, no pretending. Pray to God cause I'm sinning. Ball of flames where I'm sitting. I do it for my city, myself and my past. Cause things wasn't always pretty. Got my foot on the gas. Obstacles I tear through. Had haters in my circle, now they in my rear view. I wasn't supposed to make it, but I bet on myself. Now I'm bringing home the bacon. I'm the king in this like I walk around naked. I've been on it like this rapping is a gift. Who could really know but feels like I'm about to blow? Doing major numbers, I'm just riding with my woe. Top down, hopped out, I'ma make it go. I've been on it like this rapping is a gift. Who could really know but feels like I'm about to blow? Doing major numbers, I'm just riding with my woe. Top down, hopped out, I'ma make it go.
Yo. First 100 down when I see them smile. Another 100 down, now they acting wild. My life good, I'm just trying to enjoy it. The first tape that I dropped, it was toys. 300 down, Uncle say the golden child. I'm just trying to hold it down. I got so many woes, it feel like I'm floating now. Bro up on the court and he just threw the assist. I'm from outside, could never be new to. Daddy never claimed me. Stomach stuck on hungry. And you thinking that I got it for free. You out your mother. Mind. I'm in a whole different league. Got my team with me, W-O to the E. And my flow 3rd degree, you know they wishing they was me. Can't walk a day up in my sneaks, did the whole thing. I was in that box, they say no names. niggas can never live my life, but they acting like they gon' live it right. Me and bro used to share clothing. My shoes had holes in, and now I got fans all across. They whoa. And like the king of this, I could walk around naked. I'm so pure, couldn't do a thing around Satan. They want more, tell them make down payment. This ain't free. Coming from the STREET 401 to 503. My birthday's always the same, and I know me. You know who I'm betting on. Gotta keep my weapon, dog. You seen what they did to Splash? Gotta keep my weapon, dog. I know that they wish I crashed, but I'm stepping on. That make me laugh. Don't forget them boys. They not a threat to me. I swear they not a threat to me. I swear. Hold me down for $1 million, Alex. That's double jeopardy. I'ma kill it too. That's another meal too. To still talk, but we don't feel you. 100 on me if I slip. I tell them all the time that I live is real, more than rhyme. I be thankful to wake up and get that morning grind. I really live. You do it on the side. You said I never. Now they hit me up for features. This shit no free. Really started out with nothing, wouldn't beat. Now I really do this like all the time.
It like this rapping is a gift. Who could really know, but feels like I'm about to blow. Doing major numbers, I'm just riding with my woe. Top down, hopped out, I'ma make it go. Hopping on like this rapping is a gift. Who could really know, but feels like I'm about to blow. Doing major numbers, I'm just riding with my woe. Top down, hopped out, I'ma make it go.
Damn.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, man. Shit. Billy Goat, Skylar Ray, King Handsome.
Wow.
Huge shout out to Coach Tony.
He made it happen. He made it happen. See, hold on, let me tell you. The next, no.
You getting all fancy.
Hey, no, it's you know, Michael connected us with Coach Tony. Coach Tony connected us with the with the Got Your Goat Farms. Shout out to Got Your Goat Farms. They really let us come through and shoot the video, and I'm 100% grateful for that. So
that was a freaking awesome video, man. That was great, man. Whoa, King Handsome, as always, man. Love you, brother. That was amazing. Kayla, the talent is oozing out of that thing, man. Just to show what a great job she did. I didn't know that she did that she shot that.
She shoots like 90% of our videos. Edits them. She does.
Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz is in here.
Jazz, we got Jazz. Yeah. She's gonna be celebrating. She's gonna have a date. She's gonna be thrown out there on April 20th. That's a big date. That's for King Handsome, for Jazz. And
little baby Will's gonna make its appearance on Easter, 420, and WrestleMania.
Yeah, and then Michael. I know we got Michael coming on. He's scheduled, right? So we got
yeah.
We got a bunch of stuff. That was such a can't even remember how many videos we watched that night after we watched that one. Remember, it was just me and you.
We watched a lot.
Oh my god! And then you sent me a bunch. So I was up anyways doing all this shit and stuff, and I was just sitting clicking video after video, and well worth it. Baby Goat.
Absolutely, guys.
It sounds like King Handsome had a riot with those goats, because that's he was laughing every time he'd start talking about it. But then he was like, Skyler was all over, man. He goes, they were jumping all over him, and then he goes, he shit on him and that. He goes, so I didn't want any of that. He goes, so I just sat down. He goes, then they were all over me.
They were all over him. They were all over him. It was funny because I was like, what if we got like goats? Because I was like, we'll film in Connecticut, and I was like, what if we could find like goats? And then I was like, let's do it. And I was like, I wonder if they'll let us. If the farm owners will let us like actually like play with them, like, or is it just like you just film them running, and they're like, yeah, you could do whatever. And I was like, for real? And I was like, all right, we're about to get in the mud with these goats.
I mean, you guys, it looked like so much fun.
Oh yeah,
it truly was. Manny, you have anything you want to take us out? Or
I'm telling you, today I just gave OG a little nod. You could just tell that things are different with this show. I've said it many times, but I appreciate you, love you so much, man, for believing in me enough to take this chance, because this is serious. It's not all fun and games, because you're putting your face and your name out there with me. And I mean, if I just didn't do my shit, this thing went south, besides Skylar Ray, the incredible artist, the Skylar Ray, the recovery, this speaker, and all this stuff, it could have been Skylar Ray. Can you believe that shit and all that? So for you believing in me, and I appreciate you, I love you, and this is insane. We have so many things in store. Thank you guys so much for your participation, for constantly coming on, and please, this is just the beginning. What we have in store for you guys, it's gonna be insane. So
we cooking up. I'm excited about it, man. And one thing I don't play with is dreams. If I see someone like working, I'm always hesitant when people need help with stuff, but they're not putting in the work or getting started themselves. But if I see somebody running with it and they're going to run with it, regardless if I'm in the picture or not, that makes me want to be a part of it.
Yeah. Well, we're proud, man. Music and Mayhem is, it's a lifestyle. And so this is something that, again, thank you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely, Manny. Go ahead and take us out, baby.
All right, man. Well, once again, is my brother Skylar. This is family. This isn't about me and Skylar. This is about all of us as a family. This is about all of you guys sharing your love and support for each other. And we couldn't do it without you. And we know that. So please give yourself a big round of applause, for where you were, where you are, and where you're going. You are not doing it alone. We are here together. We are family. We are Music and Mayhem, and we love you. So
absolutely.
Until next time, man. We're gonna cut this out, or
yeah, I got you guys. Till next time, guys. Wednesday, go give us a follow on Music and Mayhem on Facebook on our brand new page. We are just getting it up and running, guys. You could catch us next Wednesday, 7-ish Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of this. We are out.